Apparently the pole vault dab is a thing now. Whatever. Welcome to the pole vault vlog. This is a pole vault channel where we talk everything pole vault. It's a place for the pole vault and track and field community to come together, share ideas, and be awesome.
I don't know. I tried to change the intro a little bit and it screwed it up. Never again.
This channel will die without you, so go to team-hoot.com and you want to be a member of Team Hoot. Just click in the upper right corner and you're a member. That's it. You can help us decide how Team Hoot will grow and continue from here. You can go to the Amazon link, also on team-hoot.com, and Amazon's like, hey, that Shawn Francis is a pretty cool guy for sending people over here. All you have to do, click on the link, you go to Amazon like you normally would, and I get just a little bit of money from it. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out a whole bunch. I've been getting a lot of emails about, hey Shawn, you should talk about the pole vault helmet you used. And I've actually used 2 helmets over my pole vault career. This is the first one. I mean, it wasn't really a pole vault helmet, it was just a helmet. I made a whole video about this on my other channel. I will put the link at the end of this video. You guys can go check that out. Also, if you would like to contact me, I've been getting people trying to figure out how to do that. If you also go to team-hoot.com, at the very, 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 very bottom, there's a contact button. There you go. Alright, let's get rolling. So I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit shorter because I'm on babysitting duty. Dinky. His name's Dinky, but he had an accident over the weekend where he broke his leg. So he's going to be editing with me today. He doesn't know where to look. He doesn't understand vlogging yet. He's only 6 weeks old. But Dinky, I just realized I said Dinky and I pointed down to and I keep getting asked the same question over and over and over and over and over again.
I'm so not a raper.
My phone likes to remind me that I don't rape. Or my phone doesn't rape. Either way, we're both cool. There are a few adjustments you can make in the pole vault. You can make grip adjustments, which I like to make in 1 inch to 3 inch intervals. There are runway adjustments, which I like to make in 3 to 6 inch intervals. And there are pole weight adjustments that I like to make in 5 to 10 pound intervals. You can also like change your run based on a whole left, like a whole nother stride in there. And I like to do that with 1, maybe 2 at a time.
But Shawn, how do I know when to make these adjustments?
I actually made a video all about this right here. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to take that video and take the actual adjustments part and leave it as a video as its own right here and put it on this channel. You guys will know everything there is to need to know about making adjustments by where your athlete lands and how much the pole bends. You can determine all sorts of different changes. Before we get into the pole vault reviews, I would like to say I keep mentioning Stacy Dragila to people, and it blows my mind nobody knows who Stacy Dragila is. Stacy Dragila paved the way for women's pole vault. She was the first Olympic gold medalist, multiple world champion, 9-time US outdoor champion, 8-time US indoor champion, former world record holder, and all. She's just phenomenal. And now she is trying to grow pole vault in a whole different way by bringing in new people into the event. Because if we're going to be 100% honest here, and I don't want to put a downer on this vlog, but pole vault is slowly dying. You know, back in the 80s, pole vault was this huge thing because there wasn't the X Games yet or people doing backflips on bikes. So how do we keep this sport growing? And people have done a really good job with street meets or that mall vault I was just at. Really cool bringing new people into our sport. But Stacy's taking it to a whole new level. She's trying to bring pole vault into physical education. And she calls it stick jumping. And it's amazing and it's phenomenal and I love watching it. It's been growing for the last couple years and it just keeps growing. You need to know who Stacy Dragila is because she changed the event when she was competing and she continues to change it and help it grow after. Oh, and by the way, everyone should go follow her on Instagram. She's kind of funny. This is her climbing bamboo. climbing another tree. Here's her holding a stick. There's her Olympic gold medal. High-fiving someone who just learned how to stick jump. I have no idea what's going on here, but kids are jumping through hula hoops. Holding another stick. Look, sliding down another stick. That Stacy Dragila sure does love sticks and stick jumping. That being said, let's review some videos. Those adjustment videos will be, I'll post that tomorrow. Alright, first video is from Weston. Let's check this out. Nice, got your stats here, man. Major back issues. Man, you were quick. Even in slow-mo, looks like you're running normal speed. Yeah, I see what you're seeing. Yeah, so the back issues kind of come from having that plant back behind you. Your back takes the brunt of the force versus like your shoulder girdle, which is supposed to have mobility. So I think that 1 o'clock thing is going to help you out a bunch. Lean forward just a little bit and plant in front of your head. This will make it so it hits your shoulders instead of you just getting thrown onto your back right away. Yeah, we're just getting hit here, man. Other than that, you're going to blow that up because you know how to get on top of that pole and swing really well. We're just leaning back a little bit, just getting smashed. Good jump, dude. All right, the next 2 videos come from Brian. We'll call him Coach Brian. This is Jacob. This is Jacob. Man, he just looks really good. Like, it's hard to get kids to be aggressive that early. He said he's got a long last step he's trying to fix. So what I told him to do is I wanted him to think about running as tall as he can. There are no blocks in the pole vault. You do not come and you do not need to lean forward and come out of the blocks. It just doesn't work while you have a lever in your hands, right? So on that first step, think tall, like you're scraping your head on top of a ceiling. You're feeling space between your vertebrae. You're running so tall. And this will make it so his plant's easier. This will fix all sorts of that other stuff. And then just because that last step's a little long, just moving forward like 3 to 6 inches. See if that helps it a little bit. And then if it doesn't, moving forward a little bit more. Yeah, it looks good. Just those little fixes are going to have the most bang for your buck. Super good job, man. You're a good coach. Or these good athletes make you look really good. All right, same coach, different kid who's been jumping a little longer. This is Jackson. Again, man, it looks really, really good. This is kind of one of those common problems. I know this is going to sound funny, but when you drop the pole, a lot of people drop the pole with that front arm, and then it kind of throws you out of whack. The pole lowers by the back arm. By raising the back arm, that's what lowers the pole, right? Or people like to leave their back arm here and then do this, but then you get kind of wiggly wonky. By raising that backhand, it lowers the pole because your plant's going up anyways, right? So we're done with that drill. I told him if he does that, it's gonna help a whole lot better on that. It's gonna get that pole tip down a little sooner and allow him to attack the butt plug or the plug of the pole, chase it into the box. He's doing a lot of the other things really well, but as I've always said, if you fix the things at the beginning of the vault, it usually corrects things later on in the event. Yeah, man, it looks so good. Try those things first. Boop, 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 boop. All right, next video is from Drake. Oh my goodness, dude. Here's the best part about these types of jump is I'm going to tell you this little itty bitty thing, and it's going to make me sound like a genius because it's going to make you jump a lot higher really super fast. So if we watch Drake's jump here, let's start back a little farther. So the plant for him is coming back behind him and then forward. So it makes the plant late, right? The closest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So by going back and around, we're essentially taking the back road to get to the plant. Right hand on your hip and make it go to a straight line up in front of your head. You plant in front of your head, man, at 1 o'clock, just like all those other plants, holy crap, you are gonna jump at least 6 inches higher. I would put money on it, and I'm not much of a gambling man, but this time I am, because that's what's gonna happen. Another thing, if coaches are dealing with this type of situation, another thing that can happen is we have been taught as a race, like as through evolution, that if something is dangerous, you don't stick your head in it, right? Like if there's a beehive, no one goes, hey, my head's in a beehive. That's not what happens. You usually like put your head as far away from you can, and you reach up. Why are we talking about, why the hell would you go into a beehive anyways? But anything dangerous, right? I'm just using a beehive as an example because it's the first thing that jumped in my head. But that's what you do, right? You're like, oh, yeah, you keep your head away. Pole vault's like this really crazy thing where you're running full speed with a stick. So is what our heads and our evolutionary biology tells us to do is to go, oh God, danger! Where is what we really need to do is stick your head in the beehive. you know, lean forward and attack. So yeah, that's part of like the fun of the sport, is you have to overcome this like fear and, you know, response to danger, you know. So a combination of those two things is gonna make your jump awesome. Let's do the last video. That one took a long time. All right, last one. Oh, he's loving the pole vault. Look at him. He's what? Yeah, what do you think about that jump?
I don't care. Just let me sleep on your lap.
So the last one's from Steven. And again, so many awesome things going on here. So all I really told him was that swing just looks like he's swinging to get upside down and not swinging to go for distance. You can stand in place and do a backflip. And then you got, all right, I'm gonna run and do a backflip off this cliff. So what's the difference? You have momentum going forward while you're swinging, and that's what you kind of need during the swing. As you're going forward, it needs to be a swing to go for distance. You still need to get as close to that crossbar as you can, and you're gonna get closer to it and even go through it, which is good because that means you go up a pole, is by hitting it and swinging for depth deep into the pit. That's a long way of saying I just told him to swing to get upside down and forward versus just swinging to get upside down. So instead of just backflipping in place, backflip off of that cliff. Thanks for sending videos, guys. These are awesome. Next week, I will be at a pole vault camp in Wisconsin. Someone hired me to come down and run a 2-day camp, so I'm really excited about doing that. I'm still playing around with figuring out how to do the live stream. That will happen, though. I'm really excited about getting that going. And if you guys would like to send me a video or contact me, go to team-hoot.com, and at the very bottom there is a contact section, and you can submit videos that way, and you can also contact me that way. A lot of these vlogs happen because you guys suggest ideas. I don't want to create something nobody wants to watch, so let me know and I will do that for you. Everyone, if you would like to wish Dinky, you know, some well wishes, because his leg is broken, he'd appreciate that too. He can't read, but I'll read them to him. Life is meant to be experienced. Curiosity will get you there.